Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Profit. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all drip ecosystem related projects. And today's video, it's why I'm bullish on CBDCs, and it's not because I actually support them. It's because they are going to be the catalyst that drives more crypto adoption. And who better to articulate that narrative than actually Mr. Michael Saylor himself. But also, there's a couple of articles I want to share, reference some legislation in the US about this. But definitely check out this interview on Valuetainment. This is a clip from like a 2-hour interview with Michael Saylor and Patrick Bet-David and the rest of his team. And this is particular clip. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to summarize it for you. But in this clip, Michael's talking about central bank digital currencies and basically digital sovereignty. So he's discussing particularly Bitcoin, and highlights the concern of some politicians such as Ted Cruz, the Texas senator, who argued that CBDCs could destroy the value of Bitcoin and undermine its anonymity and decentralization. Ted Cruz has also introduced legislation to prevent the creation of a digital dollar or a central bank digital currency. We're going to look at that in shortly. And then Michael Saylor suggests that the discussion around CBDCs is actually driving interest in Bitcoin as people become more aware of the need for a non-sovereign store of value. They argue that Bitcoin is the most censorship-resistant monetary network in the world and serves as an effective store of value during times of inflation. He also points out the potential control that central bank digital currencies could give governments over citizens' money, which raises concerns about financial privacy. He points out that the Bitcoin remains a currency that governments can't control, presenting an alternative to government-issued digital currencies. And he goes into a couple of examples, which is really just the only way Michael Saylor can. He's like, imagine you had $10,000 of cash, you wanted to take it on a plane. They'd actually seize it because they assumed you stole it. And he said the same thing for gold, which is like, he said like 350 pounds. Imagine if you had 350 pounds of gold, go through the airplane, go through any kind of port or border patrol, they would seize it because they assume you stole it. So they can literally just take custody of any asset except for Bitcoin. And you can put that on a cold wallet and take it through your carry-on. You can put it in your fucking pocket on your keychain. You can actually keep the keys in your head and not have it anywhere, right? So you can move this money across borders without any intersection or oversight from governments and other authorities. And then he gave the other example of like the other place to store value is real estate. And he's like, yeah, try to move a building from Manhattan to Argentina. It's not gonna happen, right? So it makes perfect sense. And due to the recent hype of the FedNow integration system and CBDCs, we have Senator Ted Cruz. So shouts out to my home state of Texas. Gotta love those Cowboys. He is banning or trying to introduce a ban on central bank digital currencies. So Texans love their freedom, their guns, and their money. So the bill details why, according to draftees, CBDCs are a bad idea. Retail CBDCs are issued to general public, establishing a direct relationship between the Federal Reserve and consumers. The bill reads, this could lead to unprecedented levels of government surveillance and control over private cash holdings and transactions. So Ted Cruz is vocal about not letting that get passed. And I think it's like $600 or more is what they would be able to basically track. It's crazy. We're gonna actually play a clip from, I think it's Ted Cruz himself. Yeah, let's go to that real quick, because he speaks on this pretty well. So it's good to see. Again, the reason I'm hyped up about this is because the more that they push to ban something, the easier it is to get adopted. Look back through your history. Whenever they banned alcohol, drugs, guns, whatever it is, the more you push against it, the more people are looking on the other side like, why are you pushing against this? What's behind the curtain? So having CBDCs to be the talk and them trying to demonize it in the media is actually a good thing for us, because the more they push back on it, the more the freedom fighters will pull back that iron curtain and try to see behind it, and more people are going to wake up and start to look at other options. So let's listen to this real quick.
Of it was a requirement that banks report every single transaction in excess of $600 to the federal government. Now, if you think about it, that means your rent payment every month. If you own a home, that means your mortgage payment every month. If you own a car, most car payments now are north of $600. It is literally the government having visibility on virtually every transaction you're making. That's their stated goal. I think it's a terrible goal. By the way, the same people that want a CBDC, they hate Bitcoin, and they hate cash. Let's be clear, they don't like cash for exactly the reason I like cash. Because it is not subject to centralized control, it is not subject to constant surveillance. And so I hope we see growing resistance to a CBDC. I am very worried that we will see, even in the next couple of years, the Fed roll it out and not wait for Congress to act. At a minimum, before we did a CBDC, which, as I said, would be a terrible idea, but at a minimum, if we were to do it, it should be Congress making that decision, elected by the people, not Federal Reserve governors that have no accountability to the American people, just by fiat decreeing a new form of currency.
Boom, mic drop on that one. So not only is Ted Cruz on with this, we got also Florida Governor Ron DeSantis trying to do the exact same thing. So Ron DeSantis is implementing a bill. Let's see, new law prohibits the use of United States federal CBDCs as money within the Florida's Uniform Commercial Code. It also bans the use of CBDCs issued by foreign governments and calls on other states to use their commercial codes to institute similar prohibitions. So we'll see how far this goes. So again, I'm just excited because this can be the catalyst that we need. Of course, you still got the halving and all that stuff like that, but getting more talk about it is what helps that adoption curve. I showed you guys this, the Metcalfe's law and the S-curve adoptions for technology and stuff. So it's coming, and things like this just help drive that nail home. But now here's the crappy part. Depending on where you are in the country will dictate how easy or hard it is to get in and out of crypto. So that may mean that you have to move or find alternative means, but it does mean that crypto is going to be here to stay because, again, no matter how hard governments push against something to outlaw something, people will find a way to use that something if it solves a need. So crypto does exactly that. And at the worst case, you'll have tons of other countries that will support it very easily and openly. So keep your eyes peeled on that. I don't know where the FedNow system is, the CBDC and all this stuff like that, but it is heating up in the news. And then the fact that you got governors and senators putting in legislation is really a good telltale sign. So we'll see where this shakes up. But that is why I'm bullish on CBDCs. All right. You guys know the drill. If that provided any value, smash that HBO special brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real-world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.